Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rikakadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shah being the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now, VOCAB and Dr. Brown, they pretty much presenting this so-called proof that the now known Hebrew Israelites are not the children of Israel, and their doctrine don't prove that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the children of Israel. But see, God gave the proof. He gave the proof through His word, and His word cannot be disputed. His word cannot be proved wrong. That's why you have to use His word. And none of these people use His word in a proper manner where you can get the evidence. Real quick, let's give His word the floor so He can prove who the children of Israel are. And we start with Deuteronomy 28:46. It says, "And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon your seed forever." What is they? 45. "Moreover, all these curses shall be upon you." So the curses was going to be for a sign. It was going to be for proof, to prove who the children of Israel are. Okay, 44 tells you, "He shall lend to you." Who is this he? He is going to be the slave master. See, the slave master is going to lend to you, and you shall not lend to him. He shall be the head, and you shall be the tail. You're going to be his slave. And who is this slave master? Verse 49, "The Lord shall bring a nation against you from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand." See, when these so-called Jewish people was over there getting persecuted, that was their same nation. Other white people, other Edomites, was persecuting them. Like Revelation 6:4 say, they would kill one another. The red horse, the red kingdom, the Edomite government, the Edomite armies will kill one another. See, they wasn't fighting some other nation. The Jewish people wasn't being persecuted by another nation. It was just some other so-called white people that was persecuting them. Even Hitler, his family was the so-called claiming to be Jewish peoples. So that debunked what they talking about. Look at verse 48. It say, "Therefore shall you serve your enemies." See, you're going to serve another nation, which the Lord shall send against you. "In hunger, thirst, nakedness, and want of all things. And he should put a yoke of iron upon your neck until he have destroyed thee." See, they never had a yoke of iron on their neck. If they show any picture like that, it's a lie. See, and they never had a yoke of iron from another nation. Even if the Germans put a yoke of iron on their neck, that was just the other Edomites, the Temanites, putting the yoke of iron on the Ammonites, Amalekites, Salakia. See, from the same nation of Edom, red dragons. Then when you go into, what is it? 16 and 17, "Cursed shall they be in the city, and cursed shall they be in the field." See, they never was picking cotton in the cotton field. They never was picking sugar cane. See, tobacco. They wasn't picking none of this mess. 17, Cursed shall be the basket in the store. See, they don't have stores that's cursed. They businesses are thriving. They got the Diamond District. They got the Hollywood. See, the news station. The 6 corporations that's running all information. See, they own Walmart. All these major distribution centers. See, they own the money. They got the bank system. So that's why I say he shall lend to you. See, they the top people at these corporations, these high bank corporations. Then we talking about the real children of Israel and the proof. We ain't got to go into the curses. We can come up out the curses now. Jeremiah 51 and 19. It say the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. See, the inventions that the descendants of slaves came up with during the Industrial Revolution. See, when you're talking about the car was created by a black blacksmith who was a slave, fresh off the slave boat, who was working for a carriage, horse and buggy carriage company, and he was a blacksmith, and he created the car. Now the car is the most popular invention or formation. See, it's the most popular formation in the world, created by Jacob. See, you're talking about transportation, the train tracks, the trains, everything, created by Jacob. Light bulbs, all these inventions that the so-called Amalekites with the condom on their head, they was owning the patent office, controlling the patent office, where they can steal the invention through the, what's the guy, man, I forget his name. Thomas Edison. He's stealing everything. See, Thomas Edison, he's stealing all the invention of the Israelites because they couldn't put ownership on nothing because they were slaves, man. Then he get George Washington Carver to start creating all kind of other stuff, and he probably trying to steal all of that too. They done castrated him so he don't sleep with their daughters, and they using him to invent everything moving. He invented thousands of items from a freaking peanut. So these people don't know and can't compete with the proof. Let's get some more proof. Where we at? 8 minutes. Joel. See, Joel 3:3. It says, and they cast lots for my people. See, ain't nobody cast no lot for these dragons. These jokers was being persecuted. That's all they did. Nobody cast no lot for them. They weren't sold to no other nation and have given a boy for harlot. See, their children weren't being molested and sent to these other people. See, the Germans didn't have little children touching their little children, especially the little boys. They didn't turn the little boys into homos. See, the Germans was trying to kick these jokers out of Belgium because they had 80 or 160 homo clubs in Berlin. They had all kind of pervert clubs in Berlin, and the Germans were trying to kick they behind out of there. See, they was the perverts. Now here go the point. And sold a girl for wine that they might drink. The wine industry was created by the Northern Kingdom, the Mexicans and the Native Americans. They was over there picking them grapes for these dragons. And the dragons had wine Uh, just like they got it now over there in California. That's one of the biggest businesses where you can go over there and get you a job, and all the Mexicans over there working, getting paid real good because they working for the wine people, picking grapes and making wine. See, to this day, how your boy say, till this day. Then you got the rum. The rum was over there where my peoples is from, Antigua, in the West Indian island, the Caribbean. They was picking sugar cane, and from the sugar cane they made molasses, and from the molasses they made the rum. And they was over there selling the women. A lot of the women was over there, and they would work them so hard picking that sugar cane that they would last a year. In a year's time, these people done dropped dead, and the women weren't having their menstrual cycle because they was working them so hard. See, the rum industry was so big that the president, George Washington, he was giving out rum to get people to vote for his behind. And they was drinking this rum and making money off this rum. And it all was based off of the slaves. They was the farmer of the rum. They invented the rum. They was producing the sugar. See, and even the table sugar. Think of the sin of the slave, the Israelite Jacob farmed that. So these jokers ain't did nothing. And they don't got no evidence that they are the children of Israel. The Lord is giving the proof through his word. Let's go back to Deuteronomy 28:32. It says, your son and your daughter shall be given to another people. Not no freaking German white people just like you. And your eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in your hand. See, ain't no Hispanic army around here. Ain't no black army. Ain't no Native American army. See, the so-called white men got all the armies. And over there in Israel, they got some of the best weapons and the best army weapons in the world. Same with America, same thing with France, Germany, everybody in the NATO. They got all the good weapons and planes. See, they got all the might in their hand. Ain't no way in the world that these people match any of the signs of the children of Israel. Look at 37 saying, thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall send thee. So, first of all, they not calling these people no byword. They calling them a name, a nation. See, so they do not fit the proof that God gave, that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah gave. They don't fit the proof. Then they want to talk about language. See, is it 3:9? Zephaniah 3:9. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, and they shall call upon the name of the Lord to serve him in one consent. See, they're not calling on the name. They calling on some crap that they done made up that don't go with Hebrew. Yahweh is not no freaking Hebrew. That's a mess that they made up. See, it was no Hebrew language like what they created. The language was totally different. Paleo Hebrew is way different from Yiddish. They speak in Yiddish, and that's not the name. The name is Yahweh. So, just real quick, that's a lot of the proofs that was gonna be on the Israelites. Let's get 2:29. It said, 30, it says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it's a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves." So they gonna start to realize the identity when they in slavery, when they going through the situation. So they gonna lose their identity, be in slavery. Then while in a certain period of time in their slavery, they gonna start remembering themselves. That did not happen to these dragons over there with the condoms on their head. See, so these people don't got no proof. That's what's gonna go into my next lesson. That the wicked shall not understand. And who is the wicked? It said, "Whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus says the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them," see, the whole nation of Edom, "the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever." See, these Edomites cannot understand anything, and they gonna fight tooth and nail to try to reverse uh reverse the truth and make it to where slavery is swept under the rug. That's why they're trying to ban it out of the school books. They're trying to call the slaves uh, immigrants. They tell you to forget slavery. Think about the future and not in the present, not the past. They'll tell you that the slaves are free now. You got slaves that got money, so the slaves are free. See, they're gonna tell you all kind of lies, because they cannot understand. So I'm gonna leave it there. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, descendants of slaves, scattered around the globe on slave ships and through many captivities. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.